Hello Buzz family and welcome to BuzzBarca. Today we'll be talking about Marc Guiu and his transfer that has been confirmed to Chelsea, Barca Atletic falls short of their promotion, Ronald Araujo and his future with FC Barcelona, and much more. All today, BuzzBarca. Let's start off with a transfer for Marc Guiu to Chelsea. Chelsea have paid Marc Guiu's release clause of 6 million euros. Obviously that is a very little amount for a player like Marc Guiu, who is supposed to be our second or third striker in the team for next season. But there's nothing that Barcelona can do in this case. Barcelona wanted to actually renew his contract because of his step up from the Barcelona B team to the A team. And they wanted to get him on a better wage, but this was not the case. Marc Guiu did not want to accept any contract. Barcelona reportedly offered him a 2 million euro salary, but Chelsea decided to triple it and offer him 6 million. And with a very low release clause, like 6 million, I think it was a no-brainer for Chelsea to take him, especially that Chelsea's been taking all the young players around the world on their team. And Marc Guiu gets paid a higher salary compared to what he would get at Barcelona, and it's not certain that he will be in Hansi Flick's plan for the future because Lewandowski is obviously ahead of him and Vitor Roque is going to be given a good shot as well. So his future here was looking pretty good in my opinion, but obviously there is some people ahead of him in the team, and I think he just wanted to take the next step and he wants to get paid, so he decided to make his move to Chelsea. Another transfer that has been confirmed is Mikel Faye to FC Porto. It is confirmed that Barcelona will get 15 million euros for his transfer. And also there will be a buyback clause in the contract. So if Barcelona want to buy him back, they will get him for a cheaper deal if in case he does do really well at FC Porto and a lot of teams want him. Along with that, Chadi Riyad has been sold for 10 million. So altogether, we're looking at over 20 million in transfers. When it comes to Girona, it also looks like Oriol Romeu might be going back to Girona because Pau Victor, the striker for the Barcelona Athletic team, who had a phenomenal season, is also worth around the same market price as Oriol Romeu, so it might just look like it'll be a swap as both teams could use either player. Moving on to the left wing position, which seems to be priority for FC Barcelona, Nico Williams seems to be the front runner as we've talked about in countless videos so far. And the thing is, with his transfer, it is actually not going to be as easy as what a lot of Barcelona fans think. Nico Williams isn't going to force his move out of Athletic Bilbao, because Athletic Bilbao has been his home for his whole life. His brother plays on the team and he is from that Basque area. And a team like that is very hard for them to replace a player. So the only way that they would actually go for this is if you would pay the release clause. And for that, you need all the money up front. So paying a release clause might actually be tough for FC Barcelona because they've been paying in installments for a lot of their transfers recently. So something like this is going to be much tougher in their financial situation. Also, Nico Williams gets paid over 10 million in salary is what has been reported at Athletic Club. And it makes sense, honestly, because Athletic Club, they can't replace players because of their Basque policy. And because of that, they don't want to lose their players. Since they don't spend money on transfers coming in that much, they pay their players really well. So a player like him, if he was to leave, he would obviously want a lot more money. A player like Dani Olmo is pretty much confirmed not to come to Barcelona at this point because he would cost actually even more than Nico Williams' 58 million euro release clause. And he would also want just as high of a salary. And in my opinion, Nico Williams is a starting left winger on Spain national team. He's been doing really well throughout the season at Athletic Club. And he's just more of an exciting younger player. So I don't think it's a hard decision of who Barcelona should go with, especially with his relationship with a lot of players on FC Barcelona. Finally, let's talk about Ronald Araujo and his uncertainty with FC Barcelona and the future of this club. Recently in an interview, he was asked about his future at Barcelona and he said that he's focusing on Copa America and that's all he cares about right now. But when Koundé was asked the same question, he told him that I'm a leader of this team, I see myself here long term. And over the last few months, you can see there's been a little bit of a negative energy when it comes to Ronald Araujo and him towards the club Barcelona, and even when it comes to his contract negotiations. It seems like Ronald Araujo and FC Barcelona can't really come to an agreement, and there's clubs that are offering north of 100 million euros for him. So if he doesn't want to stay at the club long term, I think Barcelona might actually cash in on him. We'll see more of this after the Copa America and the Euros are done when he's coming back to Barcelona, but I think that if something can't be done and Hansi Flick feels like he can't keep him around long term, that he actually might be gone and bring in a lot of money for Barcelona. Finally, let's talk about Barca Athletic and their loss to Cordoba in their promotion game that they had this past weekend. Barca Athletic fell 2-1 in their final game of the season to get promotion to the second division. Hector Fort scored the first opening goal in the 13th minute, but then Cordoba came back in the 33rd and 55th minute and scored two. It sucks that Barcelona Athletic can't be promoted to the second division because that brings in a lot of money for the team, and also it gives players a lot more experience because they're facing tougher competition. Rafa Marquez's contract was also ending this season, and he has accepted to extend his contract till 2025. So hopefully going forward, everything looks good for Rafa Marquez, and hopefully they keep producing some more gems. So that's gonna do it in today's news about Barcelona and their transfers with Marc Guiu, Mikel Fay, Chadi Riyad. Barcelona Atletic falls short of their promotion to the second division, Ronald Araujo's uncertainty at Barcelona, and much more news. Drop a like and subscribe, it helps the channel out a ton, and see you next time. BuzzBarca.